forces. Our job is to go in and kick them out. The faster the better. Most of the locals have already been evac'd, so collateral casualties shouldn't be an issue. Beyond that, though, it's going to be a real hairball once we're on the ground. Work together, watch each other's backs, and remember, there's only the team. Hooah!
Squad, we have reached the drone's position.
Good work. You should see a manual control compartment. Open that, and there should be 2 wireless terminals inside. You can use them to fire the drone's weapons. We'll be routing the craft to the Ghost Team's location. You get to do the fun part.
Terminals acquired and ready, General. Ready to commence attack run.
We have visual contact on more hostiles inbound. Looks like the enemy's making one last big push. Get yourselves ready, because it's gonna get rough down there. We've got contact! Enemy tanks coming right for us.
Hit it with everything you got.
To serve, General. I thought you might say that. Good morning, gentlemen. Since the liberation of Norway, our forces have been preparing for a push into Russian territory. Field commanders tell me that they're now ready to launch an advance on Moscow and St. Petersburg in a 2-pronged attack. We've already got special forces on the ground in Moscow. One ghost unit has been inserted behind enemy lines to link up with local resistance forces and soften up the target for the main assault. Once that's accomplished, they've been authorized to locate and neutralize General Maxim Chersky by any means necessary. Chersky's the head of the ultra-nationalist special forces, and he's been given command of Moscow sector defenses. If we knock him out of the box, the door to Moscow swings wide open. Speaking of the ghosts, Commander, I'm happy to report that those 2 Rangers who served with distinction during the Norway landing have been reassigned as per your request. Captain Hibbard and Lieutenant Booth have completed their training and have been inserted in-country with Bravo Team. This will be their first field op with the Ghosts. That's all for now. The next sit-rep will be tomorrow morning at 0600. Okay, men, the mission is go. You will be inserted close to the perimeter of the target zone. Roger that, sir.
Слушаю. Да, противник со мной.
Молодец. Прекрасная работа, товарищ. Россия благодарит тебя.
Спасибо, генерал Черский. За Родину!
What the? Down! Everybody down!
Hibbard, you okay, man?
I'm fine. Let's move! Gentlemen, we have a situation. Today at 0730, our unit on the ground in Moscow was ambushed by ultra-nationalist forces. Our people and their local contacts are either KIA or assumed captured. Right now, only 2 ghosts remain viable assets, Hibbard and Booth. Rather than scrub the mission, they're inbound on a link-up with our contact within the ultra-nationalist command, Major Maltsev. With the initial insertion going completely foobar, it's critical that they reach Maltsev. He's the key to taking out Chersky before the main assault.
You are General Petit's ghost, yes? Привет, my friends. It was getting a little close.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? I am fine. But if we don't move quickly, some good men might not be so fine. Maxim Chersky is holding government officials who were not part of the coup for their own protection. They've been moved to a new, permanent location.
We need to get those people back, you understand? That means intercepting Chersky's convoy.
We'll need help for that, sir.
2 of my best men will go with you. They know the best way to the convoy's location.
We got eyes in the sky?
Affirmative. We'll have drones watching you every step of the way.
Then let's move out.
Good news, gentlemen. We have communication from Maltsev confirming that he's been contacted by the Ghosts. He's also informed us that Chersky has detained a large number of government officials who did not align themselves with the ultra-nationalist cause. It's now looking like Chersky is going to move them to a secret location in anticipation of an Allied assault. We believe that Chersky's ultimate goal is to make these people disappear, and we're not going to let that happen. Hibbard and Booth have been ordered to commandeer the convoy as it leaves its current location, and to move the captives to a safe location.
Nice to be working with you guys. What should we expect here?
Heavy security, with threats on ground, and placed strategically on the rooftops. Other than that, not so much.
We got tops or bottoms?
I do not understand. Anyway, we will be able to get closer to the convoy. You need to get to the rooftops and clear the guards watching the convoy route. Do that, and we'll be able to seize the vehicles.
Sounds like a plan. Booth, let's move out.
Was a success. The Ghosts commandeered the hostage convoy, allowing the prisoners to escape. However, it came at a cost. Hibbard and Booth have gone offline, which tells us they're either dead or stripped of their gear. We're working to re-establish contact, and until we have confirmation otherwise, we will assume they are still alive. Intel has confirmed that Chersky has set up secret detention centers throughout the city. Our best guess is that if they're still alive, our boys are being held and possibly interrogated at one of them.
Here, take this, quickly!
Thank you, but why are you doing this?
Because this war is not for Russia, but for that madman Tristkaev. Helping you helps all of us who love our country stop him. You'll find your equipment at the far end of those containers. I wish I could do more.
It's plenty, man. Don't worry. We're not gonna let you down.
It's good of you to think so. Now hurry! Chersky himself is coming to interrogate you. Maybe you can meet him at the front door with a surprise.
General Chersky.
Here's the sitrep, gentlemen. We have confirmed that Hibbard and Booth were being held in a repurposed train yard inside Moscow proper. As well as holding prisoners there, Chersky was using it to move men and material around the city. Thanks to Hibbard and Booth, I say was. In the process of escaping captivity, the Ghosts were able to destroy a large part of the yard. This will severely hamper Chersky's ability to resupply his people and refuel his armor. The Ghosts are now moving toward the city center to gather intel on Chersky's location. We'll update you as the sitrep changes.
Thanks, Big Bird 22.
Nothing to it, boys. I'm always glad to... Son of a... We've got incoming! Evade! Evade!
22! Respond!
Y'all on board?
Affirmative.
Then we are out of here. In the meantime, why don't y'all get yourself behind those chain guns? Make sure we don't get chewed up once we're airborne.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Hibbard, can I take this one with us?
Keep us from getting shot down, and maybe Santa will bring you one for Christmas.
Evac those troops! Has moved up the timetable for our planned assault on Chersky's airfield. SatInt has pinpointed an abandoned factory as our likely site. Even though the helicopter crew was rescued successfully, the incident highlights our critical need for control of the airspace over the city. Hibbard and Booth have been tasked with eliminating the airfield and are en route as we speak. Their orders are to take out the on-site weapons depot, as well as any refueling or communication equipment they discover. Once the site is taken offline, Chersky's air power will be neutralized. We'll own the skies, and we should be able to move troops through the city at will. Good work, men. Those boys will be up and around in no time.
We get the job done, sir.
You may have noticed the ultra-nationalists have a strong attack chopper presence in Moscow's airspace.
Let me guess. We're gonna do something about that.
Correct, soldier. I'm uploading the location of the main chopper field to your cross-comms.
Thank you, General. Ghosts out.
Good work, team. I'm showing all the charges planted and live. Now get to a safe distance and level this place.
Yes, sir. Let's move.
Detonation in 3, 2, 1...
Such short notice, but things are heating up in Moscow. We're receiving unconfirmed reports that Chersky has planned public executions for captured soldiers and political opponents right on the grounds of the U.S. Embassy. Presumably, this is intended to send a message to the Allies and his own people that he'll do anything to maintain his grip on the city. It smells like a trap, but even if it is, we can't let this happen. Our Ghost unit is en route to the embassy. Their orders are to disrupt the executions and extract the prisoners. If Chersky wants to put on a show, we're more than happy to bring down the curtain.
Major Maltsev, good to see you again, sir.
We have no time for pleasantries. Chersky is looking to, make a statement. He sees no value in holding on to his prisoners, and he will be publicly executing them at the American embassy. This includes political prisoners and some of your fellow ghosts.
Chersky's making a big production number out of this, so we know our time frame. Unfortunately, it's short. You need to get into the compound, get eyes on the execution area, and free the hostages, with minutes to do it before showtime. No going up the gun either. If you're spotted entering the compound, he'll execute the prisoners early.
My men will drop you as close to the embassy as we can. All the gear you need is in your vehicle. We can do that much for you. Good luck, my friends.
Major Maltsev, what the...
Booth, untie him!
No, comrades! Get out of here now! Chersky found me out and used me to lure you here! You need to get out of here!
Maltsev!
Hibbard, Booth, get out of there now! We show forces moving in from all sides. It's a trap. Chersky set a trap. Get to the embassy gates. I'm sending a vehicle to get you. Get out of there!
Let's go, Booth! Move!
sitrep for you, generals. As we suspected, the public executions were a trap to lure our forces in. Fortunately, our people were able to hold position until a local resistance vehicle was able to effect an extraction. However, the vehicle itself sustained heavy damage, and the ghosts have had to continue on foot. Another vehicle is en route to pull them out, but there are active hostiles between them and their sector, moving to intercept them before they reach the rally point. The final assault on Chersky's HQ is scheduled for immediately after we extract Booth and Hibbard. We'll be keeping you apprised of the situation. Until then, all we can do is wait.
I'm sorry. The vehicle will no longer run. We must continue on foot.
Nothing like a little car trouble. Come on, Booth. We'll contact the general.
Good luck, my friends.
The final assault on Chersky's forces in Moscow has begun. Chersky has pulled all the remaining ultra-nationalist forces in his sector of the city back to his HQ, which means this is going to be one tough nut to crack. We're looking primarily at infantry, drawn from elite Spetsnaz units, and that means heavy resistance. The good news is that we can finally get our air power involved. Once we engage, air support will cut Chersky's positions off from reinforcements, while Allied units assault from all sides. We're almost there, gentlemen. Okay, people, we are go for Operation Out of Business. All squads confirm readiness.
Alpha team, locked and loaded. Delta confirms. We're ready. Charlie team is online and ready to roll.
Bravo team here. We're ready.
We have confirmation of ground forces being rerouted to a new staging area. HQ will be IDing targets as we advance. We need to cripple Chersky's forces now if we are going to take him out of this fight. Good luck, people. The end game is in sight. We've hit the ultra-nationalist forces hard throughout Moscow. Our objective now is to move on Chersky. We have reliable intel that he's gone to ground in his headquarters, and we're going to dig him out. The ghosts will approach the building through these subway tunnels. Once they emerge at the next station, they'll be right on Chersky's doorstep. Then they're gonna knock. Hard. Hibbard, Booth, do you copy?
Loud and clear. What's the plan, sir?
We're going after Chersky. Intel shows him in a hardened compound, but there's a back door in. You're going to be taking the subway.
The subway, sir?
Schematics on the site show an elevator up into Chersky's building from the subway. That means you can get in clean if you remain undetected. Expect resistance every step of the way until you get there. I'll talk to you once you reach the elevator.
Understood, sir. This is the beginning of the end for Chersky. Ghosts out.
Chersky's HQ and are sweeping the building as we speak. Their orders are to obtain intel for use against Chersky at his trial at The Hague, and to capture the man himself. If he gets away and rallies his troops, things could get bloody.
There he is! Take him down! This is Hibbard. Chersky has been eliminated. Target was eliminated trying to escape by chopper. Mission is completed.
Building and area is secured. Remaining troops have scattered from the area. Awaiting evac from location, sir.
Great work, team! You have made a huge impact on this conflict, and your efforts are greatly appreciated by the people of Russia, its officials, and your country. I knew we had something special when we stumbled across you in Norway, and it has been a pleasure serving alongside you during this mission. A bird is inbound to your position. Great work, team.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate all your guidance. We couldn't have done it